Sorry to stop you if you're in a hurry. I'm Staff Sergeant Anton Melikanov, the acting CEO of the Ninth Company. Just call me Anton. They are Danila, Timur, Radomir, and Romansky. He's not here. He's at the medical camp. Neither Romansky nor the medical camp remains. Antoha, Romansky didn't make it through the morning. Danila, how many times have I told you I'm in charge of the company now? Call me Staff Sergeant Anton. In charge of the company as a staff sergeant. Who do you think you are? Since the captain went missing, you've been acting like an important-looking CO. Ha! That's enough, Timur. Your growling stomach must have messed up with your judgment. Calm down and preserve your energy. It's acting CO Antoha. Acting CO. My foot. Just for how long do we have to take orders from this fake CO who doesn't even know what he's doing? Hey, Tamara, your brain must be intoxicated with hunger. I suggest you take a few punches to sober up. Suits me. Go ahead, come at me and I'll help you sober up too. Great. After running out of rations, we're also saying goodbye to our sanity and patience. Splendid. Draining every last ounce of energy we have here. What an enlightened course of action. Silence. If you're itching for a fight, then go down and fight the monsters that came from the black mud. Don't you forget to fight them with your growling stomach, too. We want to live and walk out of here alive. We must stick together. Don't make me repeat myself, okay? Alright, give me if not us, then who? On 3. 1, 2, 3. If not us, then who? If not us, then who? I don't care. Neither do I. So, my friend, you must have noticed that we're not very combat effective at present. There's been a small issue. A small issue? You certainly talk like the captain. Since he's not here, I'm the acting commander. Now, why don't you shut that clever mouth of yours? Sorry, my friend. We're in dire need of your help. Why would I want to help you? What do you want? Supplies, weapons, intel, or Mora? We've plenty of them. Take them all if you like, so long as you help us. Look, our beggar. CEO just took on the most humiliating job ever, losing the last ounce of dignity we're left with on our behalf. Knock it off already. Are you expecting to fill your tummy with bitter sarcasm? Join our ranks. Let our marching boots shake the earth like thunder. You who will march with us towards the pole star of the White Knight. Come, we shall never abandon you. Someone shut him up already. Although they're all bad guys, seeing them all famished certainly makes Paimon feel sorry for him. It shames me to admit this, but as you can see, we're no longer combat effective in the least. All we want is some food. And then? We'll leave and never return, I promise you. The honor of the Ninth Company on our ancestors who defended the land of Snezhnaya. Oh, you poor thing. How famished, how pathetic. Enough of that. You're no better anyway. Anyway, there were 64 of us when we arrived, 64 in total. Now there are only 4 starving souls left. What other purposes will we be capable of accomplishing? Whoa, how did you end up like this? That's not the topic for now. Without food, the last 4 left of the Ninth Company could be gone at any moment. Well, I'll say this. Whatever doubts you may have, the only purpose we have here is to investigate the source of the calamity in the chasm. What calamity? Paimon's seen no sign of it in the chasm. The calamity that happened 500 years ago is only the beginning. The war against the dark has never stopped, and one of its battlefields is right beneath our feet. Our staff sergeant CEO is so hungry that he started to talk some crazy stuff. He always likes to exaggerate, but this is the first time he's talked nonsense. Forget it. What Antoha means is, well, that the people of Leeway are no enemy to us. At least not in this operation. Not to us here in the Ninth Company. But I'm not so sure how our comrades who went missing might perceive the matter. Yeah, sure, I'll help you, whatever. Thank you. We'll forever be grateful. Will you? Please consider our request. Yep, here's the food you wanted. Let's give him some shrimp. Sure. There you go, buddy. You traitor, have you forgotten what secrecy even means? Bubika, come on, please, let's explain. There's no need to fight.
Let's move.
Oh, great. So now I get...
Go!
sorry, but there's a small issue with our chain of command. Small issue? We just betrayed our men by standing here as we watched someone else chase them off. Then what do you suggest we did? Let them beat us up and have our food snatched away? Zip that mouth of yours and shut and focus on eating. Antoha, stop downplaying this. Our chain of command has been wiped out. It's gone. Our captains and other higher-ranking COs have either gone missing or got killed. It leaves us no other choice but to retreat. But many of our men refuse to do so. They'd rather hold on to what's left behind by our COs and fight till the last man standing. I'd say it's starve till the last man standing. According to the collaboration agreement, people up there are supposed to relay orders and supply us with food. We haven't heard from them for a long time. We're loyal to Fatui and Lord Harbingers, as we should be, but we're no fools. Anyone sensible would have long suggested that we retreat under such circumstances. Alright, well, what's your plan then? I know that this isn't your concern. I won't stop you if you want to leave. Really out of our depth and could use your help. What do you need? I'm not supposed to tell you this, but there's a supply station near the ground level. Our supplies go through there. We sometimes got orders there, too. We sent a few men up there for food, but they haven't returned. I can't afford to risk another trip. No one has come down from the supply station for a long time either. I hope you can check the situation there for me. I'll think about it. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but we need to know what's happening on the ground. Otherwise, any decisions we might make would be too rash. Okay, you're starting to confuse Paimon with all the convoluted talking. We'll look out for it when we pass by. Mushrooms. Mushroom meat, hee. A mushroom meal in my tummy. Small mushrooms, mushroom creatures, big mushrooms, hee. Uncle He, what's happened to your face? I knew you were alive to think that your family even invited me to your funeral. I refused to go, you know. Told them that nothing was certain, yet without a body. Look at your face. It must have been tough for you, being trapped in the mine like that. But anyway, I'm glad that you're still alive. Being alive is good, yes. Living, breathing mushrooms are delicious. Hee. Uncle He was like this when we found him. He wasn't quite all there, and he kept saying that he wanted to eat mushrooms. Mushrooms. Chasm is a dangerous place for ordinary people. Plants and fungi growing here could also be harmful to the human body. That's why Hushuan Hall has set strict rules against eating these things. But Uncle He's been trapped down here all these years with nothing else to eat. How am I supposed to face his family with him in this state? Do you know anyone who does research on this stuff? Now that you mention it, Kadaev might be able to help. After all, he's a scholar from Sumeru. He must have conducted some research on mushrooms. Please wait here. I'll bring him over to check up on Uncle He. Mushroom meat. Mushroom meat. With how messed up Uncle He is, Paimon's really not sure if he can recover. If he goes back to his family like this, they'll still be pretty saddened. You can't just kidnap me here while I was halfway through my report, Jinwoo. I know you're in charge of the team's safety, but you can't just disturb my research like that. I'm seriously considering cutting your budget as they proposed. Never mind the budget. Please check on this man here. It's itchy inside my earsies. Huh? Who is he? And why does he look like that? Did you find him? Seriously, how are you always able to stumble upon such peculiar events? And how was he like when you found him? He's fine. It's not a big deal. You know, he always complains about the itchiness in his ears. That's because the spores of the fungi have entered his ears. Although, long-term consumption of this type of fungus, I mean, mushroom does impair one's sanity. It doesn't hurt the body. So you're saying he can recover? I've already cleared his body of the fungi and made some medicine to treat his neurological disorder. He's very likely to recover if given ample rest. I see. Then, about the cost of the medicine. None of the ingredients are expensive. They're only worth a month's meals at the Xinyu kiosk. It's not a big deal. I'll figure out some way to repay you. No need to repay me. As a matter of fact, this incident gives me something new to write in my report. Ever since I came across these peculiar mushrooms in the chasm, I've been curious about the long-term consequences of eating them, but I haven't found a willing assistant yet. Huh? I'll be your assistant. Sure, I'll eat these mushrooms. I mean, someone whose responsibility is to eat the mushrooms. Everyone seems to have reservations, although they know that no great harm will come to them. They just don't dare to eat the things. But given how peculiar the chasm is, the environment here could be another reason for his symptoms. Anyway, just have him take the medicine and get some rest. He's very likely to recover, even now. What a relief. I'll bring him up to the surface later. Once he's recovered, I'll bring him home and inform his friends as well. He's a veteran miner, and an agile one too. He took very good care of youngsters who were new in the mine. When he went missing a few years back, everyone wondered why Rex Lapsus didn't protect him. Good man's life shouldn't have ended that way, they said. I'm sure his friends will be much comforted by the news that he's back. This doesn't make sense. How weird. It should be around here, but why can't I find it? My ring, it's gone. It means a lot to me. I must find it. Oh great, a fetch quest. It's made of brass and is inlaid with a beautiful red gem. I found it by a lava lake where the shadow dragon Durin fell in the legends, or at least this should explain why its luster resembles dark flames. Whoa! It is said that the Lord of the Abyss will fix its malefic gaze upon the ring bearer and send an army of darkness to hunt them down. Oh. Yeah, Dragonspine doesn't have a lava lake? My bad. As a poet, I have a propensity for dramatic language and novel tales. Truth be told, I found the ring in a weasel thieves' nest. It was well preserved and eye-pleasing, so I kept it. So you're a thief, too. You just stole from thieves. Don't say that. I chanced upon it. That's right. It was chance, and though chance it be, the ring is quite precious to me all the same. Great. Where is it? Yeah, I've heard that weasel thieves are often spotted around here. They might have stolen my ring while I was sleeping. So, there really are people who take their rings off before going to bed? Yeah, you can lose it, Paimon. Anyway, Paimon doesn't have that habit. You need to think about where to put the ring once you take it off, or you'll be wasting good beauty sleep. Paimon, you don't have anyone to actually have a ring for. Anyway. Do they even make rings tiny enough for you, Paimon? Of course they do. There's much you still don't know. Sure. Enough. Please refrain from judging other people's way of living before proceeding on rambling about your own. It's very rude. Anyway, if you want to help out, please keep an eye out for weasel thief nests. I've heard that there's a camp of suspicious treasure hoarders around here on the map. I've marked the location out for you. It's said that weasel thieves are often spotted around here. Those sneaky treasure hoarders probably have something to do with them. Anyway, please take a look there. A ring stolen from the weasel thieves, which was then stolen again by other weasel thieves. Paimon would say it has gone back to its rightful owner. Come on, just stop it already. Awesome. You're back. Did you find it? Is this your ring? Yes, it is. Thank you so much. Please take these as your reward. Isn't much, but please don't feel offended. I'll compose verses to eulogize your deeds. Hello there. Is something wrong? Oh, by Lesser Lord Kusanali, I have indeed met with disaster. Kusanali, be blessed. Are you two the great heroes who have come to rescue poor Nazafarin? Oh, this is indeed what do they call it again? A blanket on a cold day. A gift of charcoal in the rain. Are those things that people from Sumeru say, or what? It might be things only she says. That's true. Also, pretty sure rain's not a good time for charcoal. A gift of charcoal in the snow? Maybe. Yes, that's right. Indeed, you are a gift of charcoal amidst the snow. Well, never mind that for now. So you're called Nazafarin, right? Well then, Nazafarin, what can we do to help you? What a bright one you are, and to the point too. In truth, I, Nazafarin, am facing the greatest crisis of my existence. Oh, great heroes. Just Paimon will do, thanks. And this is... I'm the Traveler. Oh, what a pleasure it is to meet you both. I'm Nazafarin. Kinda got that from the gist of your conversation. It's fine, you've mentioned your name before. Anyway, what trouble are you in? So here's what happened. I have a very ambitious friend named Paravana. She once told me that she would manufacture a seasoning that would bring happiness to all people. how's this seasoning supposed to do that? Nazafaran isn't sure either. Still, Parvana said that the seasoning would make any dish especially delicious. I am certain that happiness may be found through especially delicious food. Oh, so that's how it would work. Didn't take much convincing. She went on a trip overseas just so she might be able to create that seasoning. She has been incredibly busy with work, but with her traveling and doing research at the same time, and I, her friend, could do little from the sidelines in Sumeru. So I decided that I must help her somehow. Given the matter some thought, based on the direction of the conversations we had beforehand, I was so grieved that I did not eat or drink. After grieving to the point of neither eating nor drinking, I finally realized what it was that I could do. Grieved might not be the right word to use here. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Leeway's aphorisms really are hard to use. I need to study them more. Come on, let's get back on topic. What did you think of? Ah, yes, so I came up with an idea. Essentially, I could follow Parvana's train of thought to create some seasoning recipes before adding them to dishes and asking people what they think of them. I mean, to help Parvana conduct a market study and send her the data that we obtain from it. As you know, practical studies are a very important aspect of doing research. This is as much as I can do for my most busy friend. While I don't think that the seasoning recipes that I've come up with are what she's looking for, necessarily, I believe that the feedback that people will give regarding these seasonings shall help Parvana create the seasoning of her dreams. That's why I've come to Leeway. Famous as it is for gourmet food, it's said that the people here truly love food. Sure, they'll give me just the inspiration I need. So, have you figured out what seasonings you want to use yet? Or do you need us to help with that too? No, bless Kusanali above. Don't you worry. Leave the pondering about the recipe to me, the one from Sumeru. We are most adept at seasoning our food. In fact, I have already come up with something in the time we were talking. So yes, thank you so much. You two are indeed the great saviors of poor Nazafaran. Yes, indeed. Sure, you're welcome. Alright, so what do you need? In truth, though, I, Nazafaran, have indeed thought of the seasoning. I know not a soul here in Leeway, nor am I some manner of professional adventurer who can gather my own ingredients. It shall be too difficult. Oh yes, as difficult as it would be for a rookie, wet behind the ears, to enter the Eremites' headquarters by themselves. Who are the Eremites? They are an organization of warriors for hire in Sumeru. They are true soldiers of fortune, who will do anything for money. There are some among them who even use bizarre yet formidable powers. I shudder even to think about it. Let's amble back to our previous topic, please. Now then, Nazafaran will let the good Paimon and the traveler to help gather ingredients according to the recipes and create some said seasoning. Then we shall add them to food, bring said dishes before people you know, and record their feedback for later perusal. So you need taste testers. Paimon gets it. Come on, you could have just said so. Alrighty then, we've got your back. Easy. We know tons of people. Kusanali be praised. Bless both your good hearts. I'll continue to dream up recipes in the meantime, and shall tell you once I have finalized them. Please take this pot, I had specially made by an artisan in Sumeru. I'm certain that the seasonings we make shall bring happiness to all. Woohoo! Let's go, traveler. Paimon volunteers as taste tester #1, by the way. Great. Come on, let's get a move on.